Snafuperman is an episode of Private Snafu from 1944, directed by Freleng, written by A. Bliss and Dr. Seuss. And I didn't mind it, but I didn't think it was anywhere near as good as some of the other Private Snafus that I've watched. I think I've seen about 4 or 5 now, still a few more to go. And it was okay. I think it got the main message across, but it definitely didn't do so in a way that's as entertaining as some of the others. It's got 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which is not horrendous. And I kind of agree with it, I think. This is all about Snafu thinking that he is this superhero who is going to save the war and defeat the Axis, but he doesn't do it in a way that's meant to work, because he doesn't read the user manual, quite simply. I like the concept of Snafu, or as the soldierman, as a superhero, in the sense that I think it's an interesting concept to see how it was executed in this cartoon. I don't necessarily think that soldiers are superheroes, because I think their weapons of choice cause a lot of problems. They definitely cause a lot of problems. Needs must sometimes, but I don't think we can say that they're superheroes. However, Snafu definitely thinks that he is going to save all of the Allies and defeat the Germans, and he just goes in, guns blazing as it were, not really thinking about where the bombs are dropping, and just doing what he wants. And because he's not stopped to take the time to read the manual, he's kind of made an absolute mess of it. And it's saying, even if you think you're a superhero, even if you think that you are the one who is going to win the war and defeat the other side, stop. Actually think about what you're doing, because you can't just go in without a plan, without reading the rule book, without knowing what you're doing. And I guess the message there, of course, to the people in the army watching this is that you need to actually follow orders, follow instructions, be fully aware of what you're doing. You can't just go in all guns blazing and hope for the best. And I don't know, did people in the war think that they had this kind of superhero complex where they thought they were going to defeat the Germans and, well, whichever side they were on, defeat the opposition, and that they were going to come home victorious and feel like a superhero for doing it? I don't know. It's not something I've ever read before, but I can certainly imagine that maybe when people first joined up, when they first joined the army and they hadn't quite been downtrodden by the war yet, maybe there was this sense of, I'm going to defeat them, I'm going to be victorious, I'm going to lead us to victory, I'm a superhero. I don't know. But either way, the message is clear that if you're going to do something, you have to actually read the rule book and the manual and know what you're doing. The message is clear, it gets the message across, but as I said, I just didn't think it was entertaining as some of the other episodes. Snafuperman is a brilliant title, an interesting concept, a reasonably okay execution.